Hey, thanks for riding in. This is Scott Chase with KZ106, and this is the Radio Ranchcast weekly video podcast we put together today. Kind of a way to get together and talk about things that are going on, the radio station is involved with, how things have happened at 821 Pineville Road, where we've been there since 1978. I have since 1985. Talk about how things used to be, how they are now, how they will be in the future, and events that are coming up. Ross Malone joining us right now. He's with Chattanooga's Ducks Unlimited. And one of the big events that you guys have throughout the year is coming up at Camp Jordan. I was proud to actually be a part of that last year. It's quite a good time. So I thought, Ross, besides just going on duck and dove hunts with you, we ought to come on here and just talk about Ducks Unlimited, what kind of work that you guys do as far as conservation, because a lot of people don't realize that hunters and people that fish are the ones that are really protecting the game and helping populations grow. A lot of people think they're just hunting them down or fishing them out, but a lot of the work that you and actually the hunting and fishing licenses go directly to conservation. So welcome, Ross. We're glad to have you, buddy.
Well, thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. Glad to have the opportunity to fly our banner here. I don't have a banner. You can probably see the ducks in the background, but anyway,
they're not flying anymore, Ross.
That's right. Yeah, they're kind of stuffed, but they're proud, like I am of them. But anyway, yeah, Ducks Unlimited, of course, home office, Memphis, Tennessee. I don't know if everybody knows that. That's the major headquarters, and so we're proud. Chattanooga is one of the top 100 chapters for Ducks Unlimited, and the elite chapters actually. We have a fun time, like you said. Last year, I think we were down on attendance just a little bit. The year before, we had about 380 people there. This year, due to COVID, we're still expecting a big crowd. I think people are ready to get out. Right now, our opportunity is there. Ducks Unlimited, what we do is restore habitat across North America. Well, that's Mexico and Canada. There's actually an organization in both of those along the U.S. here. But Ducks Unlimited, wetlands. Okay, just to give you a brief description wetlands provide the ecosystem. It's amazing. Only 6% of the Earth's land surface is covered with wetlands. 40% of that, all plants and animals species depend on it. We used to say wetlands provided 400 species. Now we say it's 900 that benefit from wetlands.
No kidding.
If you remember back in the 30s, 40s, Corps of Engineers drained a lot of wetlands in West Tennessee. And we're learning that one's smart. So what we do, we restore these wetlands, we maintain them to maintain clean water, groundwater discharges, flood control. Because just imagine these wetlands, when it rains a lot, they have to retain all that water. And then we do coastal storm protection, like this next hurricane that's about to hit, down here in Louisiana again. And then not only that, outdoor recreation, like you were talking about earlier, which we, the hunters, about 92%, that's maybe an old number, of the DU members are hunters. So you're right, we put a lot of dollars and effort into this recreation and commercial activities. Okay, I say, Dodger, like you said, if you want to put that October 29th, show that. Yeah, there we go.
How's the population of waterfowl? Is it on the rise or on the fall?
Waterfowl is doing good. However, our neotropical friends were lost. I just read an article a few weeks ago. Species are down like 200 million across North America. We don't really know what's going on with that. There's our other feathered friends, but waterfowl, we haven't had a severe drought in the last 5 to 8 years. However, some of the prairie potholes right now are getting dry, and that's what sustains, the life cycle of the bird.
I see.
They migrate, south every year due to the weather. And the last 2 years have not been too good, but and then they go back north to their prairie home, northern Coteau, up in the Missouri Coteau area of the Dakotas, up in Canada, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, the boreal forest, and repopulate, nest, and make a success. Even the snow the Canadas and the snow, the big white. Well, I'm having a senior moment here, Scott. But anyway, the snow goose population right now is looking like it may be down a little bit because some of the numbers that have been harvesting, they said the adults are like 4-to-1 to juveniles. So, which is, that's a strange ratio.
It is.
All right. It's October 29th. Let's get back to my event.
You got it. Yep.
Digressed. And you'll know, Scott, I can talk with the best of them. Everybody talks about me talking. I'm a little bit crazy at times about talking, so cut me off when you need to. The event starts at 5:30. We try to get everybody out of there by 10 o'clock because it is a work day. That's our goal. And tickets are, like you see, they're $50, $65 for a couple. Youth is $15. Tables start off at $1,000, go all the way to $3,000. With a table at $1,000, we'll give you a $150 Sportsman Warehouse coupon for a gift certificate, and you get 8 tickets for every one of these tables.
Wow.
So you can bring 8 of your friends or 8 of your non-friends, whatever you want to tolerate, if it's your company, and then bring them and have fun. We'll eat at 7 o'clock. But between the doors opening and dinner, we have games to play. This year, Kubota of Chattanooga is hosting our games. There's a goose band draw game. There's a spin the wheel game. There's a pull chain game. There's many games that you can come there and play. There'll be a card game that you can pull, and then we'll give a gun off of a big banner. We'll have a big banner up there showing the gun that you can pick your choice if you win. So there's many games to play. Plus there's beverages to drink. We'll have beer. It's at Camp Jordan this year. It's the same place it's been the last 2 years, which has been, a really success story for us. It's free parking, plenty of room to spread out. COVID, we'll have COVID guidelines, and we'll meet the CDC requirements and the state and local county requirements per se. And then, if you buy your tickets before the cutoff date, October 24th, you'll be in for a chance on this little 22 Marlin that we show here that will be given away night of the event. Also, I want to say First Horizons come on board. They're going to give an attendance prize away, which will be another banner gun selection. Right now, it looks like it will be off of that choice. Whoever's lucky enough to attend, they're going to get another chance for a gun. And these are all free just for coming and buying a ticket. So, like I say, we're excited about this. We're excited KZ 106 wanted to do this for us. Y'all been great. We do Green Wing events in the spring, as you well know, Scott. And I think, this year we had to move it. We rescheduled from March to July. It did happen. We had a drive-through event basically at Sportsman, but we had a great turnout, and we ended up Sportsman's Warehouse again provided $4,500. That's for 300 kids. We had 302 memberships. So that was a sweet little deal right there. We had it at Sportsman's this year. They got a goodie bag, and you can imagine all the smiling faces on those kids.
Absolutely.
And then, not only that, we partner with this past year. I've been blessed with seeing these kids of 5th grade at Harrison Elementary. And at Harrison Elementary, I don't know, Dollinger, if I sent you anything on that or not, but
you didn't. But not to jump in here for a second. My daughter actually was a part of that last year when you guys went out and built the duck boxes and were working on things to help some of the wetlands. I think over at was it Enterprise
South? Yes.
So it's really an interesting program that you guys are dealing with the schools and kind of getting involved with them as it's introducing to some kids that maybe wouldn't be exposed to. I know my daughter has not been exposed to hunting, to fishing, into the wetlands as much. Right. So getting a chance to really kind of educate some of the kids that are going to be in charge of this down the road is really something that's neat that you guys are taking advantage of and helping out.
Well, and that's where my passion is, to see these kids out there. for instance, last year was that partnership. Well, they're wanting to do another partnership this fall. The same fifth grade at Harrison Elementary, which is moved up. It'll be a different group. Your group,
Yep.
your daughter's in the sixth. But we built 15 boxes, and it's exciting to see the kids get all excited and turned on to this, because what happens is when they're out there for field day and they get to put hands on, and then they get to paint on the back of the box, they can say, "Hey, Daddy, let's go to Enterprise South. I want to go see my box," because they can go identify it with their little decal or their little artwork on it.
That's kind of cool. That's nice.
And the boxes are all numbered. And later on, here in the next few weeks, when it gets a little cooler, when the water snakes are hidden, there's probably not any cottonmouths over there. But what we'll do, we'll go do a survey with each box, find out if a songbird nested in it, if an owl nested in it, or if it was vacant, or if it did have a wood duck with eggs. A lot of times you see the eggshells. So we'll do a survey with them, and then we'll give that results back to the kids and the children and the school to say, "Hey, this was a success." Allison Haar over at Enterprise South, she was great to work with. There's a little marquee over there that talks about the wood duck, the habitat. If you think about it, in the 1930s, we almost obliterated this species by overhunting it. And when we started, turn of the century, started really putting wood duck boxes out there for them, and they took to them. So to create this little bit of habitat goes a long ways. And mentoring these children for the next generation is where it's at. And we're pushing green wings, just like we do every year. Mr. Donnie Covey is nice enough to give us his whole farm for the day, to where we can have all kinds of hands-on. We do skeet shooting, BB gun target practice. We have Boyd Speedway bring their racing simulator over. They're able to fish. He provides trout. This year we were so sad because we didn't get to have it, but we had some kids catching trout over there. And a friend of ours on our committee, Trip Hunt, tagged them. And one of the kids came over that, we asked later on, because those trout are going to die in that pond as it's getting hot. So caught one of those with a little tag on it. Well, I gave him a little caddy box for catching that trout. It was like, wow, it was so exciting. And of course, we gave him a bag and shirt also. And
I caught a few of those trout, but I didn't get any of the lucky ones. But I caught some of them though.
You probably got to eat some of them. Donnie was trying to.
I did.
Yeah.
Then we'll have some Old 41 barbecue next year too. Didn't have a chance to do it this year, but we'll have some barbecue and barbecue sauce out available.
And if you want to bring some of that and give it away for some door prizes the night of our event, Scott, you're more pleased to do that. We'll advertise it for you. I'd love
it. Okay. I'll bring some over there for you.
So the night of the event, let's go back to it.
Yep.
Right now we got a chance on our tier raffle, what we call our tier setup.
Yes, sir.
And on this, we have different setups where you have blue, red, and white buckets with all kinds of different chances to win things. Plus, we have a silent auction. The silent auction this year is a little different. We'll have some items that you can bid on the silent auction on, but we're also going to have all our major trips on the silent auction. This would be a trip to say, which I just did last year before this COVID. We went to South America in Cordova and hunted doves and pigeons for 3 days. And I tell you, it was exciting. Everything it was built up to be. It was very well handled, first class food, service. I mean, all we had to do is pull the trigger.
If somebody wants to become a member that is not a member of Ducks Unlimited right now, how do they go about that?
All you have to do is go to ChattanoogaDU.org. And then ChattanoogaDU.org will get you into the link of our event, and you can go in and buy a membership today.
Okay.
Like I say, there's different levels. So you can sponsor for $300. And what that does, it gets you a little bit more than just a regular membership. You get your magazines 6 times a year. The children under 12, they get a little Puddler magazine. And Dodger, if you'll get me on an email your daughter's name, I'll be glad to send you one, compliments of our Chattanooga chapter. They get it 4 times a year, and it explains about what wetlands are all about and about how the birds preen, how the birds shed their feathers twice a year and grow new feathers. And it's amazing, what they teach them.
All right.
Definitely. I'll take advantage of that. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Are we good? Did we cover everything?
I think we got everything. I mean, I don't know of anything else left, Dodger, unless you know something. There you go. That's out set up right there on ChattanoogaDU.org, and you can go in there and it tells you where the event's going to be. Live auction. We're going to have mini live auction. We have DU Gun of the Year there, a rifle, shotgun, along with knives, prints. That will be there in the live auction. So there will be a live auction for a few minutes too. Cool. Like I say, it's just a fun opportunity to support a great organization that gives back to the sportsmen and gives back to society for, like I said, many different recreation opportunities across North America.
Ross, I appreciate your time. Now, I know you're busy, and and thanks for coming and help us spread the word about an organization that does some fine work and great people that'll be at this dinner too. This just salty. They're great folks.
Well, thank you, and Dodger, you tag along with Scott. We'll have you a ticket.
That's what I do usually. I just tag along and I just kind of try to soak in the coolness.
There you go. Well, I was amazed when you said 1985. We moved here. My wife and I moved here basically in '77 in Chattanooga. Yep. I'm from North Alabama, Muscle Shoals area. So when you said 1985, I was thinking, wow, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I've been on the radio here since '85. So yeah, I sure have been since New Year's Day. Ross, we're going to wind up the Radio Ranch Cast. I appreciate you joining us, buddy. I'll see you, if not before, on Rocky Top, October 29th there.
There you go.
All right, man. Take care. Dodger, appreciate it. Appreciate y'all joining us, too. Thank you, now.